Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Terry and another edition of An Orchid A Day. Today I wanted to talk about these plants. These are the same species. These are, well, this is my AERANTHESHENRICI. Anrici, which is an epiphytic orchid. It's an angricoid. It's an epiphytic orchid from Madagascar. Comes from humid forests in partial shade. Generally, these are growing on moss or just trees. As I said, these are both the same species. This was an import that I got last year to replace the one that I had lost in when my greenhouse got too cold in the winter, I believe. I can't remember. But since I got this plant last year, I sort of mounted it inside of here. I would call this a mount. The roots are just in there filled with stone. There may be a little bit of sphagnum in there, but I don't think so. These new roots, or they're not new roots, but they came out after I had mounted it on this little basket. And this year it's produced this new leaf, and there's another leaf that's right there. So I am still waiting and hoping that these leaves progress. This leaf had come out, and then this one came out just recently. So fingers crossed. This plant is known for its flowers. It generally blooms in the fall, into late summer or fall, where it gets pendant, long pendant inflorescence that can be maybe half a foot long, and then the flowers dangle off of that. Typical Aeranthes habit of bloom, where it's pendant. And the flowers are very showy on this plant. They're pure white, but I believe some of the flowers have green in the lip. But it's a very hard to bloom plant. I don't know if anyone in cultivation, well, I'm sure there have been people, but I was checking the blogs on some of the orchid blogs, and the topic of this are more or less, Andy had said that only God can bloom this. So if Andy says that, then he must not have bloomed it, and I don't know. So, but I'm happy to see it growing, and there's always that hope. This is a seedling that I got. It actually was a group of 3 seedlings. The other 2 were a little bit weaker, and this one has lost some leaves, but I think that it's doing okay. It is still on the original mount. I only got this summer, just because it was kind of a good deal from an import from Popov. And as I said, it did lose another leaf. It did have 3 leaves. But I'm going to eventually take it off of that mount and put it in something fresh really soon. But I just wanted it to acclimate a little bit to my environment before I shocked it twice. Whereas this one, when it was presented to me last year, it was presented to me bare root. So, I had no choice but to mount it up immediately. And I think it has taken to the mount. I water these every day, and they get fertilized in the growing season. They get fertilized every week. In the wintertime, they get a little bit less water, but they still get watered, especially since their roots are exposed. They get misted every day, and I would say they only get fertilized. They don't get much fertilizer at all, maybe once. I'll dunk them in a basket if I think about it, because I very rarely fertilize in the wintertime as well, except that only the things that really need it. And I'm kind of rambling right now, but I just wanted to show these off, since I really don't show these much. And even though there is not much of a chance of me blooming these, These do like high humidity. They like in the 80 percentile range of humidity. They do like a little light. They can take more light than some of the other, well, I guess grandiflora and Aeranthes grandiflora likes it a little bit higher light situation, but this can take similar light like that. So yeah, I will post a picture of the flowers. They are glorious. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, press the like button and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Bye.